Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of the Brewster Call. I'm your host, Jay, and I wanted to explain what the heck is going on here. And wanted to talk about what I have in mind for this podcast, what is going to happen. So, let's start. The Brewster Call seeks to interpret, imagine our crazy world for any means necessary. Our world right now is pretty f***ed, not gonna lie, alright? I'm just gonna come out there and say it. And it is difficult sometimes to cope. It's one of those things where you see something on the news and it gets under your skin, and then your car breaks down, or your credit card gets fraud, or, and all these little things build up and it stresses you out, and you've got that homework assignment that you've yet to complete. So I'm gonna try to each Saturday evening get something out for you to lessen that load. I have severe ADHD. Well, not severe. I'm medicated, but my mind goes off and works in different ways, partially due to my ADHD. And so each episode is kind of going to be a grab bag. Might do music, might do art, might do cosplay, might make a funny stop motion sketch, or whatever else comes into my mind. I'm taking a big leap starting this podcast, putting myself out there in public. I've done YouTube once or twice, once like with gaming, but now I'm in college. My priorities have changed. I've sought out a professional career in journalism. Not just any journalism, though, is the type that is going extinct, the unbiased type, or at least the one that's more balanced. I've found a hole that needs to be filled is culture. Generation Z is very lost. I, in some capacity, am also very lost, but I'm a bit of an old soul. So maybe, Gen X, millennials, even boomers. I always joke, I identify as a boomer. Maybe I'll be appealing for those people too. I digress. We need a new culture. We need people to set examples, to become that role model of what's good. I think writing songs, I'm an English major with a theater minor, doing plays, doing all sorts of things as an outlet for how we're all going through this together. And I think that it's admirable to share this with everyone. I think my personality is bubbly. It may not be for everyone. I'm pretty self-conscious. Sometimes I'm annoying to people. But for the people who do like this sort of content, I'm happy. Stick along for the ride. Perhaps this will grow. Perhaps it'll get bigger. But if not, I'll keep churning out content for each Saturday. Now I want to segue a bit into another subject. As Breitbart once said, that Andrew Breitbart, who was founder of Breitbart News, politics is downstream of culture. Now, my show is not inherently political, but politics is not a taboo. It's not something that if someone says something that I'm just gonna, not talk about it. It's something that's important. I know I'm an individual, and my viewpoints may not always be right. I reserve the right to be wrong and learn and grow, but it's not something that I'm going to avoid. I have thoughts, I have beliefs, I have values. I can think very critically, or at least I try to, and I hope I do well. I will say that if I had to put a label on it, I'm like independent with a slight skew to the right. There's a lot of issues that I'm very agnostic on. A lot of issues I'm more hard stance on. I am one of those guys where I can talk to you and I'll try to find some common ground. And so if you come for my ADHD rants about stuff, and you stay for the politics, and you enjoy this, feel free to spread the calling. because that's what it is. It's a movement, it's a calling, it's my calling, it's our calling. That eventually that we can build a better future. I know that sounds all whimsical and oh my god, it's so futuristic and so happy, joy, rainbows, but it's true. Is our country is divided, but it doesn't have to be. Our culture is split. I don't see any reason why it is. Well, I do, but that's for a different episode. But I think when it comes down to it, everyone is a person. Everyone, I mean, unless the lizard people, we're not going to talk about those, but sarcasm, of course. Um, Everyone here has empathy. We feel love. We have anger. We have passion. We have pride. There are so many things that make us distinctly human, and it can't all be summed up under Democrat, Republican, Southern, Northern, uh, socialist, conservative, MAGA hat wearing. People all want joy. They all want happiness. They all want things to go good. Peace, prosperity, hold hands and sing Kumbaya, my lord. Maybe I'll do a cover of that. Let me know if you like that. But it's something that I'm created this channel because I see that there is a gap, and I think that I can help. I think I can act maybe as a unifier. Who knows? I will say it's a bit of a leap of faith putting myself out there like this, not just as a person, but as someone who may not go with the grain. Sometimes I'll say something or I'll believe something, but like hold it in class. But like deep down inside, I don't always agree with everyone because I like to think about things. If a news story comes out painting someone as bad, I look in and I see, okay, what does it actually say? What did this person actually say? Because in the past, people have said things about me that aren't true, and people would believe it verbatim. Maybe that's why I want to be a journalist. Maybe not. But I think that my voice, my passion for being objective, it's my ikijai. I'll post an image, doop, something like that. Ikijai. It's a Japanese concept meaning a reason for being. And I think journalistic integrity is very severely lacking. And if I can make any dent whatsoever, I think it will have been worth it. I hope you agree. But that's all for today. Make sure to comment what you think about this. Tell me what you're most excited about. Hit the thumbs up and do all that YouTubey stuff to spread the calling. Until we meet again, stay stylish, stay based.